Alrighty, Kumar, tell me about yourself and why you started using YouTube.
Okay, before we start, I want to give a little disclosure. Basically, that this video is only for education and I'm never going to ask any money from my viewers, and it's only for entertainment and education. So I'm hoping that after watching this video, some of my viewers can use that and become millionaires. So the reason I use this YouTube is basically to give my ideas to the viewers so that they can use my ideas the way I did it. They will have a path towards the success and to become a millionaires.
Awesome. My next question is, in your video it says a real life monopoly. What does that mean to you?
Well, real life Monopoly is like playing a board game, right? So when you're playing a board game, what happens is you're starting with rental, you're starting with income properties, and then you're moving into hotels. That's what I did. When I started as a rental, I was making a couple $100 a month. Then I bought a house. You make $10, $15, $20,000 per house. Then you move into a duplex, fourplex. You're making $50,000, $60,000. And then when you end up making apartment buildings, you're making a six-figure profit. And then I got in a hotel business, and then we have $1 million or seven-figure profit. So that's a real life monopoly in my, view. That's how you board game plays, So that's why I call it real life monopoly.
Awesome. If I follow your tips, can I repeat your success?
Absolutely. I had a plan when I was doing real estate. I had a plan that, hey, I want to sell 50 homes every year, one home a week. For doing that, I had to knock on 100 doors a day. I had to call for sale by owners. I had to call expired listings. And I had to consistently, every day, I had to do that. And if you're willing to do that every day, and if your goal is to make whatever amount, you have to just backtrack it and say, okay, I need this many closing to make that money, and what am I willing to do it to get that one closing every week? And if you do that successfully, you're going to have more success than I ever did, because the average price when I was selling real estate was like less than 200. Now the houses are so much expensive, so you're going to make a lot more money than I ever did.
Awesome. As a brand new broker just starting out, what would you recommend I start out doing?
Well, as a brand new broker, if you're just getting your license, you want to understand what kind of salesperson you are. What kind of real estate broker are you? Are you like Kumar, who's going to be aggressive, wants to get every damn closing in the planet? He wants to capture the whole universe. Or are you going to be a calculative salesperson who wants to just make X amount of dollars, and he's going to just be satisfied by making a figure, 200,000, 300,000, $500,000, and he can go after that kind of numbers. Or you can be just a lazy salesperson who wants to just waste time eating donuts and wasting time at the office. So you have to decide what kind of salesperson you're going to be. Are you going to be aggressive? Are you going to be smart? Or are you going to be just break-even kind of real estate broker? Or are you going to be lazy broker? That's going to be your choice.
All right. In your opinion, starting out, how much do you think a real estate broker would make, and how much did you make in your first year?
Well, that's a tough question, because when I was selling real estate, my average houses were less than 200,000. Right now, the average house is a lot more than I did, right? So depends upon when I started as a real estate broker. What I did is I had a goal to sell 50 homes a year, one home every week, and I had to go knock on doors to get listing. I was exclusively listing broker. I wasn't working with the buyers. I wasn't a taxi driver. I wanted control of my life, so I could only work with the listing brokers, as a listing broker, only with the seller. And once I take the listing, I have a total control of I'm going to make a commission if the home gets sold. So it's very controlled, very mathematic, very specific way of dealing. My goal was to talk to the sellers, get 2 or 3 listings a week, To do that, I had to talk to 100 people every day, have 3 presentations every day, and I did that very successfully. And end of the day, I was able to sell 50 homes in a year, and even more. In my first, it took me a while. It took me 6 months to get my system going. In 8 months, I made $80,000. On my 8th month, by the 8th month, I was able to make $80,000. Understanding the average home price was less than $200,000 at that time. So that's what I did. As a new real estate broker, you can make whatever you can put your finger on if you're willing to use the same sales technique which I used 25, 30 years ago.
Awesome. And lastly, what are you thinking about doing in your next video?
Well, in my next video, I want to be more specific how to go about it, what you can do, how can you set up your goal, and go step by step how your day should look like, what should your goal look like, what kind of what are your priorities when you are setting up your goal. Because don't make the same mistake which I made, and that's what I'm gonna focus on my next video. And then a video after that, it'll be more like how can you get into zero down income property or single family homes to live in. So that will be one of my videos in next coming weeks.
Awesome. Until next time.
All right, well, thank you. I hope you enjoy this video. Till next time, please subscribe and watch the video, and hopefully this is gonna be help you more successful.